haven't seen exactly where Rudy lives in the protocol.
I have.
We have.
I haven't.
Okay. Well, you're still on the list.
I just drop him off by some random trash can.
Here's the plan. Wow.
That is cruel.
Here's
I
the
drop him off
plan.
by trash.
He tells me to.
Yeah.
He's like, we're gonna drop you off. He's, oh, just by the trash can.
Oh,
No,
okay.
here's the plan. We need to have a party at each of our houses. Just
Not
Starting with Matt's.
We've already had one.
Get out of that apartment.
Okay.
In the house.
It's like
we-
Fortnite is the lead.
we need
not come in.
We need to go to his
Right?
housewarming. He's gonna have a housewarming.
Yes, as soon as you get a house,
Hey, send us some pictures, even if it looks terrible. I just want to see the progress.
Okay.
Because it'd be cool to have a progress pictures. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on. Don't be like.
I'm doing the chest too as well.
The chest.
Yeah, the first
Yeah,
one.
You want me to do 2 sets?
Yes.
One that's nice and one that's good.
Yeah, the one. Well, yeah, no, because we need to destroy it later.
Later. That's have it nice set. One set.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to overwhelm you.
No, I know, but I want a nice set for myself, you know. Cosplay.
Well then just make one set, and then after that, remake it after.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you
Okay, you guys, this is Rangers Live Chat. This is me, Krishna, and here we have our special guest, is the Armor Rangers. So hi, guys.
Hi.
Okay, so we are on Facebook Live, so why won't you guys go ahead and introduce each of you guys?
Okay. I'm Matt, and I'm the Yellow Ranger.
Hi, I'm John Hale. I'm the Red Ranger of our group.
Hi, I'm Julia. I'm the Pink Ranger. Actually, electric magenta, but pink.
Hi, I'm Eduardo, and I'm the only one on here that has more than one Ranger suit.
You're the White
But
Ranger.
And the White Ranger. I'm the White Ranger.
Okay. I'm Brian, and I'm the Black Ranger, as you can tell.
You guys are well color coordinated tonight, aren't you guys?
Yeah.
Why won't you guys go ahead and tell us a little bit about you guys?
About our group or about ourselves?
About your guys' stuff, your cosplay, your fan series?
Go for it.
Okay, so we'll start with how our fan series. So our fan series, right? So we're called the Armored Rangers. We make a fan series. We're currently on episode 2. We have about 70 to 80% of episode 3 finished, and we are going to be filming episodes 4, 5, and 6 over the summer before August, before Power Morphicon, basically. If you want, we could show you a little snippet of our episode 3. I have that up and ready if you'd like.
We will show that in a couple of minutes. But again, let's go ahead and give some Facebook shout outs. I see Justin, Chase, Albert, Link, Martha, David, and Johnny. Hi, you guys. Okay, before we start with any of the questions, we would like to do our casual game, Power Rangers game. So, are you guys ready?
Sounds good.
Fire away.
Okay, so usually our games are 30 seconds. And for you guys, we're going to keep this fun. You guys need to name the Power Ranger series in 30 seconds backwards.
Oh, I could do it. I could do it.
He could do
I
it.
could do it.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure.
I could do it.
I can't.
All right.
I can't.
You'll come back off of me. Sounds good? I have it down, I think.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Okay.
Whenever you're ready.
Just give me a couple seconds. Let me get the timer on. So are you guys ready for this?
Yes.
Usually we go forward, or we usually name the actors or the actress or the characters with our 30-second Power Ranger games. So it's 30 seconds. Let me get this started.
Power Ranger series backwards, right?
Power Ranger series backwards.
Got it.
Basically, name of the season.
Let's do this for 1 minute. See if you can do it in 1 minute. So, are you guys ready?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. You got those.
Ready? Oh, let me get the sound on so you guys can hear it.
You can do it, John.
I got this.
Okay. Ready? Remember, backwards. All the pressure's on you, John. Ready,
Sounds
set, go.
Power Rangers Super Dino Charge, Super Mega Force, Super Samurai, and then you have RPM.
Jungle Fury, Overdrive, Mystic Force, SPD, Dino Thunder, Ninja Storm, Wild Force, Time Force, Light Speed, Lost Galaxy,
In Space,
Turbo, Zeo, Mighty Morphin, Alien Rangers.
Yeah. Done.
Good job, you guys. Like 31 seconds over. If we did that in 30 seconds, it would have been 1 second over.
We still did most.
We did it.
Pretty good.
It was 31 seconds is what I saw.
Can you guys tell me how you guys all got started?
Yeah, we will start with our Black Ranger. He knows it all.
Yeah, they'll start with me.
He's the reason for the group, technically.
I was a Lone Ranger until I met these guys. I just strapped on some motocross armor. Next thing you know, they liked the idea. Next thing you know, built up. All of them got their own chest pieces, and next thing you know, hey.
Before we met him though, and that's where the actual group started. Before we met him, I had met John through our college, our same college, UCR. And then we both met Eduardo.
Yeah, they met me at the exact same time.
We did. We both drove over to meet him.
Yeah.
And then after that, we met Brian. Then Brian, we met you, right?
Actually, no, I met Matt before I met Brian.
Okay.
I met him. Yeah, I met you at a gathering, then I met him like a week after.
Yeah, but it was hilarious when we met Matt. We were like, we have a Yellow Ranger. We were so excited. So, yeah. And then you met all of us that same day, right?
I think so.
Actually, I met you guys before because I remember
Yeah,
I saw you.
Right.
Okay.
I forgot who was the one that came up with the name. I just came up with the image, but who came up with the name?
I don't remember.
I wanted to call it Dino Seal, but we can't use that anymore. So
I think it was
like
John.
Armored Rangers.
I don't know. I feel like it was one of you two.
Yeah, I don't remember. I think it was one of us.
It was. That's for argument's sake. This is a combination of the four
Yeah,
of us.
it was all of us.
It wasn't
It
it?
was a group effort.
I think wasn't it at Morphicon?
Yeah.
Where we just decided.
That's where we just said that.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, a quick call out to our Blue Ranger who couldn't be here today. Kaiser.
You're watching this. I know you're watching.
Yeah. John has been his best friend since like forever. So
Yep.
that's how we know our Blue Ranger.
It's a funny story with him. So he just got back from the military. He had all this money. And I was like, man, we're missing a Blue Ranger. I wish we could complete the group. And he's like, I'll be your Blue Ranger. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, I'll pay for it. I'm like, that's like $1,000 some bucks. He's like, yeah, sure, great. Okay.
And now
that's, yeah.
Why won't you guys go ahead and tell me a little bit about the Armor Rangers and your series?
Okay, so the Armored Rangers, we like to think of ourselves as the B squad to the usual, A squad, Mighty Morphin Power Ranger groups. We try our hard to, make what we can. We have a budgeted, low budgeted Power Ranger series. So with that, what we do is we just try to all get together. If you look through our episodes, starting with episode 0 or the pilot one, it was just done so badly, but it was so fun to do. We filmed it through a camera phone, so. And then after that,
they were just basically standing inside the parking lot, right outside of a Denny's, doing the ADR dubbing right there.
So afterwards, whenever we go to gatherings in Riverside, we always go to Denny's. That's a tradition. But since we had this footage afterwards, we all got outside, huddled around. One person had the phone which had the footage, and we played it over, right? And then the other person would have the audio recorder on their phone. And so on some of the video, if you watch it, you'll hear 2 of the same voices. And that's because you hear the original audio and then the new dubbed over audio. And then after that, when we got Kaiser, our Blue Ranger, I just decided to learn how to do special effects on my computer, but with that, even then we didn't have audio, so I had everyone come over to my place. I had a rock band mic, and we did voiceovers over our own human selves. So if you watch that super carefully at the end when we take off our helmets, the audio is a bit off, just a little bit, kind of a lot, right? But that's because we voiced over ourselves. But luckily for our episode 2, and that's a huge episode for us. I'll tell you more about that. Episode really 2, we had a friend of ours named David. He works professionally in the filming industry. He's an editor, and he brought his shotgun microphone. And so everything was able to, we could use our emotions and everything. We didn't have to worry about dubbing over ourselves unless we were in Ranger suits.
Or we're doing vaccines.
But let me elaborate, if you want, on our episode 2. The theme for episode 2 is cosplay bullying.
Anti-bullying.
Anti-cosplay bullying. A friend of ours, Crystal Rose Creations, was at that time doing a anti-cosplay.
She had an anti-cosplay bullying panel at Long Beach Comic Expo, which I was a part of. And she had asked both of us if we could put something together for her panel. At that point, John was like, well, we could probably do an episode out of this too. And then that's basically how we got episode 2 done.
For the last part, when the Rangers, after they save the day and get together, we do like a PSA of sorts. So I didn't know what to say, So I asked Crystal, I was like, hey, send us some quotes that we could use, and I'll try to figure that out. And she's like, yeah, sure, here's a 20-minute PowerPoint presentation. I was like, great, I love research. Research is fun. And so I just, a lot of our quotes are direct quotes from her PowerPoint presentation. So everything we say is actually used in her presentation. And yeah, we are very proud of that, and we just want to keep on doing more and more and more.
Yes, especially us fans, we love watching something that's brought to you by the fans. You were talking to me about the suits that you guys have armor around your cosplay suits and your costumes. Can you tell me a little bit about that and how that got started? Because it's pretty different.
Brian.
All
of us knew what we were going to do. We were looking at Brian.
Look at Brian.
Yeah, just look at me.
This is what we planned. Look at Brian.
I chose it, right? Honestly, I mean, I've been, before I even decided to pick out the armor, I mean, well, like I said, I was a lonely ranger. I didn't have a team. I enjoyed getting attention just by myself. And then one time, I think it was a kamikaze. It was a kamikaze one time. I saw a ranger team, and I'm like, I'm so lonely. And I really wanted to like stand out from all the other rangers, because I figured, hey, all the other rangers are going to look exactly like me. How do I stand out to get attention? And I always saw those motocross chest pieces at swap meets everywhere, and I thought those would look good for superhero suits or something. I just picked one out, spray painted it, and bam! You see what I did with it. That's what we got. They liked it. They love what I did with it. And
can I copy you?
Yeah.
I love it so much. Yeah,
I don't know what idea you had for armor, because I think when I first saw you, were like, I didn't think of that.
I know.
I don't know what idea you have. What did you think before? What were you thinking of using for armor before you saw me?
Well, I didn't think of armor, but
well, I mean, just as an idea.
Yeah, we didn't think of armor. We saw yours.
I had
we
some
loved it.
idea. I wanted to use.
Did you want to do like some?
I wanted to add more to it, like add thigh pieces.
Which I made you.
And we actually made it, but the problem was that when attaching it onto the suits, it'd start to fray the suits. It starts to cut. And so I was like, no, we can't do that.
Yeah.
And so that's why we only have the top part of it. You know, even though people say, hey, you need to add more, I'm like, I would love to.
Tell us how we can.
But if you want to give me a $200 suit that I could cut into, that'd be great. I'd love to do it.
Well,
We can do it. It's just it would hurt our suits, and
They're not cheap.
They're not cheap. No, they're not.
They're not.
About the armors, though, it was a little bit of work getting the armors into the way that they look, because we of course had to tape them. We had to paint them our colors, right? Our respective colors.
Yeah.
Then we had to tape the diamond and tape all the other colors off so we can get the white, and that was fun.
what about finding them?
Oh, and finding. Oh,
them
snap. Okay, Brian found most of them, except mine, right? Mine because I needed.
I think both of them found.
No. You guys found yours. He found mine, but I had to scrap it because
Yeah, that's why.
what happened. That what happened at Morphicon.
Yeah.
Didn't I find Kaiser's?
Because
Well, yeah.
should I just?
No.
I found Kaiser's, and I also found Mash.
Oh yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So
Each armor is different.
each armor
I
is
love
slightly
that.
different.
It is
Yeah.
beautiful.
Can you guys tell me where you guys each got your guys' costume? Because I know for fellow of us, we got them from either Anarchy, Primer Nimoy, Legendary Concepts. Where have you guys all got your guys' cosplays from?
Do it in a couple words where you got it from.
eBay and Cosplay House.
I got mine from Anarchy Cosplay.
I got mine from eBay and Legendary Concept, the helmet.
Legacy.
Legacy Concept. The
But
helmet.
that's a different story.
Mine's gonna take too long to talk about, so I'll just go.
Multiple people.
Basically, multiple people, but my White Ranger, I spent more on it than anybody else did on theirs.
I don't know about that.
Me, I would just say definitely the suit, definitely eBay, the helmet. I don't know. I just saw some guy on Facebook saying I'm selling it and I want it. That's what I saw. He was just selling it. I want it. I don't want anybody else to have it.
Can you tell me why pink or magenta? Which one is it? Because you were telling me about it at
Yes.
There's a simple
yes.
explanation for that.
Simple explanation. Okay, so my dad is a paint chemist. He makes paint, pretty much all the paint that you see. Made paint for Disneyland, made paint for the Hollywood sign. So in his lab, I knew my pink is not found in any spray can. I swear, I've looked. So I wanted to match my suit. So as you can, unlike some, did she freeze?
No.
Okay, you're good. Unlike some Pink Rangers, sometimes the suit doesn't match the helmet, and of course we needed a pink armor to match my suit. So my dad, since he's a paint formulator, he went and tried to make my color. I went with him into his lab, and we spent a few hours trying to find the color. We were looking at all sorts of pinks. We were looking to see if we can do reds and whites, and it just was not coming out. So we went to one of my dad's pigment facility places in LA, and they gave us all sorts of fluorescent pigments. And the one pigment that was identical was electric magenta. Literally, I have a picture of it on my Facebook page, Julia J. Cosplay, that says electric magenta, and it blends perfectly.
Oh, wow.
Right after that, I was like, yeah, my color really isn't pink. We tried all the pinks, it just wasn't the right tint. It needs to be electric magenta. So, and that in itself was hard to do because my dad had to make it down to spraying consistency to spray both my helmet, because I did my own paint job for the helmet, and then also the armor, so it actually matches my suit. That's why electric magenta. I'm still the Pink Ranger because everyone, knows and loves my character as the Pink Ranger, but in reality, the color that I am wearing is electric magenta.
It's still pink.
It's still pink, but it's electric magenta.
Richard Anthony from Facebook is asking, who did the helmets? Or in particular, your pink helmet. You did it, correct?
I can explain if you want me to.
That's a long story.
I can make it short.
Legacy Concepts.
Legacy Concepts sold me the helmet, just a kit. It was very bad. I will say that. There were a lot of imperfections. There's a reason I got it cheap. If you again look at my cosplay page, I show all the work, lots of work that went into that helmet. Because it was really imperfect. There were pits, there were bumps. It also warped in the heat. So that was another problem that we had with it. And to this day, I keep my helmet in the cooler.
Stole my cooler.
I stole his cooler to keep it in the cooler because it cannot take the heat at all.
That's why you take it to cooler.
Yeah. So he sold her a bad kit without telling her.
Yeah. Like at the
he
front
just said,
looks
"Hey,
fine,
here's a kit."
But everything else is real, and he didn't have close-up pictures, so I got it really imperfect. And we had to Bondo it, we had to paint it, we had to sand it, we had to paint it, we had to Bondo it, we had to paint it. You get the point.
Wow, a lot of blood.
It was a lot of work. I have tons of pictures on this, and then of course. Eventually, we got it down to okay consistency, and then my dad, because of his connections, he had a really fancy spray booth and a good spray gun, and we did my actual electric magenta, which is in itself a problem, because if you spray it too thin, it doesn't look like my color. If you spray it too thick, it looks too dark. So my dad, I'm very happy that my dad did that for me. And then I hand-painted the lines.
A viewer on Facebook said, are you guys going to grab any of the legendary helmets when they drop?
One more time?
Any of you guys going to grab any of the legendary helmets when they drop, when they come out?
Oh, no. So yeah, I would love to have an extra helmet, extra Red Ranger helmet, because my helmet is signed by both both original Red Rangers. Yes.
Yeah.
The Japanese and American actors. And I'm not going to get it signed by Steve. As much as I love the guy, my helmet to me is the original helmet. Okay. When I get the new helmet, I'll have that signed by Steve. But what's sad about it is that it's an Anarchy helmet, and it's just getting beat up because when we do our episodes, we're all punching each other and kicking each other.
Oh, wait. Somebody knocked that out of your hands a long time.
And I was slapped a couple times by our Green Ranger and left a couple marks. So, I look forward to having a new helmet. And we look forward to having the other helmets released.
I need my helmet too because I want it nice and smooth and shiny. Mine's not nice and smooth and shiny. It's okay.
Yeah, mine's really beaten up because
yours is
because basically my helmet got damaged because we're having my birthday party at a park and the wind just blew it off the table. I was careless.
Yeah, it crashed to the floor.
It cracked, but it's
still
good. You can't tell. You can't really tell.
Mine's on legs. It really is.
How long does it last?
I don't know. That's gonna be a battle damaged helmet eventually. I swear.
We'll just beat you up in an episode and then say, "Here's your helmet," and have the eye open, like Lost Galaxy with the eye open and showing that human face glowing.
Oh.
I like Leo's character from Lost Galaxy. My whole team knows. So, back here. What's the question?
Huh?
Did you have a question?
Huh? No. I was saying we're going to do the girl version of Leo's character where she goes like this, all beat up. Good stuff.
Anyway.
Do that for Morphicon because I'm getting a cosplay from Cameron Ryder and Nimoy. So that's a good thought if I feel like that. Question. Back to the fan series. You were talking about how you guys have a Blue Ranger. Is that how it inspired the episode of when he appeared in the video and say, "Hey, I'm your guys' new Blue Ranger"? Is that how
That's exactly for that episode. We just that was when he just got his suit, and I wanted to write a love letter to my best friend. And it was kind of, we wanted to do like a 6th Ranger, Green Ranger, but instead of Blue Ranger style. That's kind of how I wrote it, and I think it came out perfectly. Our Green Ranger, which you see at the end of the episode, he couldn't make it because he had other commitments, but luckily he was able to be there on the last day, and we're able to put him in for a couple, for a shot.
Yeah, but officially his character's studying paleontology abroad somewhere.
Yes.
We don't even know if he turned over the dragon coin or not.
Yeah. We'll do something later with him.
So how many people are on your guys' team?
Officially we have 6 Rangers. We have the original 5 with White Ranger, but in one of our upcoming episodes, we're going to include our last and 7th Ranger in a cameo appearance.
Stay tuned.
Why won't we just go ahead and show that video that you were talking about, one of your episode teasers?
All right, let me get up right up front.
Showtime.
Okay.
Over, so just let me know.
Okay. Here we go.
A little bit.
You seem off, girl.
All right.
Sorry.
Can you guys go ahead and tell me a little bit about that episode, or how that episode got inspired, or what was the process, or how long did it take to create that episode?
We could talk about the episode. We could tell you how it got inspired. We could tell you the basic story. Anybody want to say it? Well, Eduardo wrote the episode, so let him tell it to you.
Your shot.
It's your episode.
How do you figure out to say anything with me?
Okay.
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
Basically, at that point, we had already done 2 episodes, and we still didn't have a big bad for the season yet. So what I would wanted to do with that is introduce the sort of subplot for the season, as well as introduce the main villain and a sidekick for that villain. I can't really tell that much about it, because then that would be spoilers. John doesn't like spoilers.
Yeah, we don't like. We want to make sure that you guys enjoy it.
But
I will say this though, that is probably the most creative writing I've done since my high school days. I put a lot of work into that. These guys helped me refine the script.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was really cool. It was like, it's the first time that we've come together as a main group, like working on the episode. We all met up. We went over the scripts, plural.
Plural.
We went over all the scripts together. We were like, wait, does this make sense? Does this line work? Would you actually say that? We just refined it down to it being really, really awesome. So it was great, because it was like, I'm retired now, but I was the president of chemistry club, and we all would get together and do this, collaborative work. And I saw this with our group, and I'm just like, oh, we're a big team. It's so wonderful.
we had a conference room and everything.
Yeah, we were legit.
Huge, long table. We had markers and a board.
Everyone had their own color markers. I did.
So yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool.
What do you guys see for the future for the Armor Rangers?
Well, that in itself is actually a spoiler. I can't tell you. We're going to be doing more episodes. However, on my personal Facebook page kind of tells you what the upcoming... You know what? I'm just going to say it. Should I? No, that'll spoil it. Okay. If you know me personally, you know what's going to be coming up in my personal life. So because of that, it's going to affect our
a little bit of a hint.
Our group.
Just a little bit.
Not even a hint?
No, not even a hint.
No?
Because of that, we're going to have to work around it, switch the team up a little bit, you know, give them new problems that they've never faced before, and have a big, huge villain that they've never faced before that is super strong and kind of like Lord Zed, who's just a complete awesome bad guy.
Scary looking.
He's going to be very scary looking.
Instead of a staff, he has the Infinity Gauntlet, but without the gauntlet part.
Yeah. Oh, that's spoilers.
Not really.
But something like that. Let me give a synopsis of this this episode 3. It kind of gives, you know, so the new bad guy, what's called the Werebiker, is looking for a mysterious gem, a mysterious power gem, and is wreaking havoc all over Riverside, the Inland Empire. And the Rangers get called in, but they themselves get into trouble, and so they need a new power weapon in order to defeat this new werebiker. With that, you will, at the end of the episode, you will be introduced to our main bad guy that will be in the next, like, 5-6 episode story arc.
Can you tell me a little bit about your guys' characters in the series? Each of your guys' characters?
So our characters are, when I wrote most of it, I wanted to reflect ourselves. Matt is Matt.
We're just us.
We're just us.
Matt, go.
Oh.
So what's Matt? What is your character, Matt?
I guess I'm just basically myself, with a little bit more.
Yeah, a lot more athletic than I'm sure you.
Yeah.
Basically, we're all just ourselves in a way that we just don't want to show up in our normal lives.
Basically,
Yeah.
But with no superhero powers inside us.
Yeah. So of course I'm the Red Ranger. I'm the leader of the group, I tend to be a regular leader, in real life. I lead this team, get everyone together. Hey, let's go do an episode together. Hey, wake up 7 in the morning. You need to be here right now. Why aren't you up? Get up now.
That's lazy.
So he's like the star and the director.
And yes, I have, I try to make us go into new opportunities like this interview and other things.
As me, I am actually very studious. I am graduating with a biochemistry degree on the 11th of this month. So yay! I'm almost a college graduate. Anyway, so in especially our season 2 opener, you see me with a biochemistry book, and I'm studying, doing my lab report. I really was doing my lab report though. So
it's an actual book. It's not.
It's my real book. I was doing my work. So I'm more of the studious one of the group, rather than Blue. Right? Blue used to be studious.
Our characters are not the original Power Ranger characters. I am not Jason. She is not Kimberly. Yeah, she not a ballet girl, not an Asian girl, more like an Asian dude.
In other words,
but
I don't even want to throw in that I'm not the Black Ranger because I'm not black.
Yeah, there we go. But so I'm more of a studious one. I'm not exactly that girly. I sound more sassy than I actually am in the episode, but that's just how it sounded. But yeah, so that's me. I'm the studious one.
Well, my character is basically a reflection of how I used to be back in high school. Really competitive. You see it on our episode 2 that I ride in on a skateboard. So yeah, that's actually a part of me that I haven't touched in a really long time. So basically, just a mediocre skateboarder that's extremely competitive and willing to help out whenever the Rangers need you.
Right.
My character, I would just say that's just a weird side of me because really I don't really show that much. that side of me much.
You're very open.
And you're supportive.
And you're a cosplay enthusiast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I'm my normal self, I'm boring. But when I'm a
cosplay,
in a shell. Yeah, I'm in a shell. When I'm cosplaying, I'm not. I'm just being weird.
For our Blue Ranger Kaiser, he's normally a badass, macho character.
Yeah.
Unlike the original Billy, the Blue Ranger, who's a geek/loser, kind of like Peter Parker, basically, right? But our Blue Ranger Kaiser is always a macho guy. He was in the army.
He's a mechanic.
He's a mechanic. Yeah, he deals with the nitty-gritty, dirty stuff, and that's why in the episode when he has his arms crossed, I was like, yeah, keep your arms crossed. Just next time, move your arms a little bit when you're talking.
Yeah.
Instead of just
Well, super strict.
But he is, yeah. And so I wrote him exactly like that. I wanted to make sure that each character is a reflection upon ourselves, just a better version that we want ourselves to be, right? And I just wanted to make sure that when we watch ourselves, we want to say to ourselves, I want to be that. Oh, wait, I am. And it hopefully makes us feel better about ourselves and makes others feel good too.
Yeah.
Okay, so any of our Facebook live chat viewers who are watching, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave them right below on the comment section. Or if you are on YouTube, go ahead and leave them there. We will see them on both channels. While they are thinking of their questions, what do you guys think, off topic now, of the new Power Rangers movie? Have you guys seen the spoiler?
Well, the new Power Rangers movie, when I think about it, honestly, people talk about the suits and stuff, but honestly, in my opinion, I don't care about the suits. All I care about is that they just do a good story, because if they only focus on the visuals, it's gonna suck.
Yeah.
It's not Transformers.
No.
If they focus on the visuals and the action, they're just gonna focus on that.
It's gonna end up like Age of Extinction.
Yeah.
It's gonna suck.
Basically that. I want a good story, but the suits, they're kind of okay. I'm okay with that.
The suits are okay. I mean, obviously they're doing something original with Rita, and original was always good. But I just hope they don't deviate too much from it, because if they pull away too much from the material, from the original material, it might go against them.
Like Fantastic Four or the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Basically.
Yeah,
basically.
and you don't want that.
Yeah, we don't want
Which
that.
first Ninja Turtles are you talking about?
The first movie one that just came out. They just made a sequel that's a lot
Then
more
call it
smart.
the Michael Bay Turtles. Don't call it
the Michael Bay Turtles.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a lot of haters if you just said the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like them so far. Like as Brian said, I really, really hope they have a good story, because that is what I'm looking for. I want to see them all interact. I want to see them be a team. But at the same time, on the visual, I just can't get over their helmets look too smushed. Like seriously, their cheekbones are like temples. I don't know, like their cheekbones are like lined up with their I don't know, foreheads. But I love the suits, like the actual suits. I think they're really cool, even if they look kind of Iron Man, Batman-y.
Well, hey, I was going to say that.
Well,
Sorry.
To be fair, the new suits are kind of, because of the Iron Man and Batman
Yeah.
suits, I don't know, I guess all the originality about doing superhero armor suits,
Yeah.
like, because of those suits, now they took away any originality.
But it's original to Power Rangers at the moment, so I do like it. I really like the suits. I just think the helmets themselves, they could do a little bit better to flush them out. Yeah, they're going for that weird look, but they just look too off. Okay, your turn. Sorry, I was going to mention the Batman helmet.
It looks like an Iron Man chest piece with a Batman torso, and looks off to me. Nothing more I could say. The set pictures look great, but I can't really judge it right now until a trailer comes out.
Yeah, well, I guess the same thing. Well, I kind of took a glimpse of it, but honestly, it's not the same as the original, but yeah, I mean, I say it's all right. I mean, if I, see how it goes, So, yeah.
Hopefully it's not too...
We all have our thoughts about the new movie. How do you guys feel about the Order project with the former Power Rangers?
I saw the trailer for that. Was amazing.
That was beautiful.
Just another Civil War.
I think, well, here, hang on. Julia, yesterday, Wednesday, was your first time watching it, right?
I watched like 3 minutes. Well, not 3 minutes.
Yeah, point at the trailer out.
Was it? Yeah. I don't
give
know
your
how
thoughts.
I liked it. I thought it was really cool, especially for Power Ranger fans who are going to be able to say, "Oh, look, it's them!" And like even though they're not in their normal setting, I think the action is really cool. I hope that there's a lot of humor in it too, just because I personally love action comedy. Like action comedy, not just action. I need action comedy. He knows this. So
I like the
It's because
I know. I
look
like
at the trailer. It kind of looked like Steve and Austin were on separate teams. It's like both of the former Red Rangers.
It's supposed to be like Civil War. I'm guessing.
yeah, it's like red versus red.
Yeah.
But I liked it. I loved the trailer. But sometimes the trailer just shows the good parts. So I'm a little worried about that.
So what if they showed all the
Like
good
Spider-Man
parts?
3?
Yeah. Yeah, so But I have high hopes for it. I like it.
Well, maybe they haven't shown all the good parts. What about if anybody dies?
Yeah, that's true. So I hope to be surprised, pleasantly surprised.
I know I saw pink and red at Pat Collectibles the other night. How was it? How did you guys feel taking a picture with Katherine Sullivan?
Well, actually,
I can't find the picture. Where's the picture?
I saw the picture.
I have the picture.
Send me the picture.
I was there too. I was
on Rangers Live Chat. I tagged you guys.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll get it after.
I'm also super excited because I actually on all of our armors, we of course have our chest coin piece.
Oh yeah.
And when we were at Power Morphicon 2 years ago, I found the metal version, a shiny gold metal version of it, and on the back it's signed by her.
Aww.
So I have that in my display case at home, and I can't use it now because 1, they don't have shiny chest pieces, and 2, it's signed on the back.
Oh, with depreciating value.
Yeah, so I can't use it, and I can't find any others that are metal, and yeah.
Wait,
but it's in my display case.
Wait, you say you can't use it because we don't have the
No,
You don't have the shinies.
Well,
metal shinies.
That plus it's shiny. If she uses it, it'll disappear from her shiny collection.
Yeah, I have a shiny. Well, I don't have a shiny collection, but I have shiny stuff scattered around my house. I love shiny things. I do.
Keep your shiny stuff away from her.
Like really, whenever they get anything shiny, I'm like, ooh, can I see that?
No, keep away from my legacy dagger.
I stole his legacy dagger.
I spent a good hour trying to pry my gold Zeonizer away from
it was shiny. What do you expect? So yeah, but yeah.
Now go ahead and tell me who's going to Power Morphicon. I can't see his hand. He's cut off.
I want to see Avenues. That's it.
And our Blue Ranger. All of us are going.
Yeah.
And you guys are all cosplaying, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
Likely.
Yeah. And we'll probably use our new cannon too.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, spoiler.
What? You didn't hear that? Erase.
Bleep that.
Jedi power. You did not hear.
You did not hear that.
Any advice for those people that are going cosplaying at Power Morphicon? Any advice for them who's getting dressed up, wearing their helmets?
Water, dishwasher soap for your visor helmets to see.
Or anti-fog if you
or
actually
anti-fog
have that.
if you have money to waste, and cash.
Yeah.
That's
And
it.
a camera.
And a camera.
Video camera.
Oh, and also
granola bars.
And granola bars.
Yeah.
Oh, and also don't forget, bring somebody along so they carry your stuff.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
if your cosplay requires, if you're too big, if it's too big, you're gonna need a handler.
Or if you have too much stuff to carry.
Or if your boots are too tight. Like I'm lucky, my boots are 3 sizes too big by accident. I did not plan this. This was an accident. So I actually have to stuff things in my boots in order for them to fit.
Yeah, I can do that too.
Just to put the Nintendo 3DS.
I put both mine and his 3DSs in my boots, so my boots fit. And then we're carrying it around getting street passes. So
Seriously, we need is pockets.
we need pockets. Come on, that would be realistic. Power Rangers who have pockets, that'd be very realistic.
That's the Pink Ranger number 1.
Will have
Oh yeah!
That's the new Pink Ranger comic.
I need to make that costume.
We'll integrate that in
I
our
need
suits
to
then.
make that
Well,
costume.
in reality, the Power Rangers just make things appear.
I know, we
Yeah.
just pull it out.
Ranger Logic.
Ranger
So what's
Logic.
funny is that our Blue Ranger, Kaiser, he wasn't really into Power Rangers before.
Yes.
So hang on. And so when we did our episode with him, right, he was, when we did the power, the power cannon, the power blaster, right, he was saying, hey, because I threw my axe down, I should run and get it. I was like, no. Okay, there's a simple. This is a term we like to use, so we don't have to worry about much things. It's called Ranger Logic, and you'll see it in Power Rangers itself. Everyone knows about Ranger Logic. So Ranger Logic, you threw your axe way over there, 50 feet away. Okay,
Oh, it's a lance.
It's a lance.
Lance, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. It will automatically teleport right up your butt, and then when you pull it out, voila!
You'll have it
You
again.
have it again.
Well, it's like I said, nothing in Power Rangers makes sense.
Exactly.
No. I'm gonna quote Paul Schreier here. never question Power Rangers continuity because it'll just mess with your head.
Exactly.
Never question it.
Yeah.
So most of the time now, when either I or Kaiser's like, wait, how come that's not working? Everyone goes, Ranger logic.
Nothing makes sense. I mean, come on. Remember when the Rangers were in space and they could breathe?
Yeah,
it's
no.
a kid's show. It's not supposed to make sense.
It's still really fun. So whenever an opportunity like that comes about, it's like, nah, that's how they would have done it.
Ranger logic.
Well, they're gonna have to avoid doing that in the new movie.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
You gotta be realistic about it.
a little more at least. Yeah.
Just
So we'll go through the questions on Facebook. We have several comments on Facebook on our channel. We're going to go ahead and go through them real quick. So when I call a color, just go ahead and answer them by your color coordinate shirts. Yellow, what is the name of the White Ranger?
Oh, the character?
No,
Right.
Can you repeat that? You cut off.
who is playing the White Ranger?
Oh, in the, you know, you mean, Eduardo.
The guy in the white shirt.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, good.
You're referring to Armor Rangers.
Yes.
Alrighty, sorry.
Okay.
Pink, how are the villains in your series? Or give us a little detail on the villains.
Need it, but, do you want to? Well, I guess. Okay, so the villains on our series, we have to kind of play around with that. Actually, we're the villains sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Yellow,
Yep.
he's been our main villain for the second episode, the main
Yeah.
Bolivian, and then the first episode. Well, we also had another friend play Mara first, Barbara Gordon. And then we also played all of us.
Well, the
played-
Canadians just
Yeah, we played the little bullied in that were with them.
with soldiers.
And then actually a call out to both our audio and camera guy. They also have now been able to star in some of our places of the villains.
We don't want them left out.
Yeah, we don't want them left out.
Yeah.
So it's a whole team effort because also one of my best friends is going to play a part eventually. No, because my best friend is playing it. I'm not saying what she's playing. She's eventually going to be a villain too. But yeah, thank you for catching me.
Yeah. Everyone wants to be a bad guy.
Yeah, we get to pick
I mean,
people.
yeah, Austin St. John wanted to be a bad guy. Turbo
Yeah.
movie.
So we really pull where we can, but when we don't have people around, we're the villain when we're not in the scene.
Oh, yeah.
Are you, question for, is it blue or black? I can't tell.
Black?
Black. He's
Okay,
gone.
it's the black Batman, right?
Yeah.
Are you guys gonna stick with the MMPR suits, or are you guys gonna do Lightspeed, or are there any series, or are you guys gonna stick with that season?
You want to answer it?
If we're gonna do any other Power Rangers suits,
We could.
I could. So he's going to say, yeah, we can, but the problem is that we have to do something which we all can afford. That's
It's a budget issue.
yeah, it's a
We
budget
wouldn't
issue.
mind.
Like we said, it's not cheap. I mean, we cannot just say, okay, I want to get these 2 Ranger suits. And next thing you know, all my money's gone.
like he buys all the suits, and I love trying on all the helmets, but all of us can't spend like $500 per.
Yeah, I got pretty much one suit for the first couple seasons, and then there's gaps in between. So I have a wider range for Ranger suits, but he only has 2, and everybody else has 1.
Yeah.
Well,
So no, that's the answer.
Not now,
The
anyway.
answer would be down the road.
The answer would be we wouldn't mind doing it. We would like the idea, but at the moment, no.
I mean, we don't all got the same budget, so.
Yeah. All right.
Tell me, how about, let's see, white and red. How is it working with each other?
What do you mean?
Working with each other as a team.
Are you talking about fighting over
like
leadership?
leadership positions?
Or as a fan series, how's it working with each other?
Okay. Well, in our series, it's a lot different than the actual, like, if your hardcore Power Ranger fans will have a problem with our series because White Ranger
It's
is
supposed to be the leader.
right. However, because
I'm not a certain person who I will remain nameless. I don't obsess over being leader.
Yeah.
I'm willing to relegate to him being leader because that's how it was technically the first season.
Yeah, we wanted to have more of a original first season with extra Rangers.
Well, like you said, it's our own series.
It's our own series. We
We
could do what we want. I mean, we could have Pink Ranger as the leader whenever we want.
That'd be a lot of time for us.
Yeah, exactly.
You all want me leader. Come on.
We have our own series, but we make sure to pay homage to a lot of the different series, and we'll have switching off leadership roles maybe sometime down the line. I don't know.
We basically already paid not to it just by keeping it cheesy.
Yeah, I love Gokaiger. You'll see a lot of Gokaiger in it. But I want to make sure that everyone knows their roles perfectly. If he has some kind of, I welcome any kind of criticism because I write a lot of the episodes.
That's how we do.
And if someone has a problem, I'm like, just tell it to me. Give me, and I'll write it. If you think, hey, that's not the way I talk, I'm like, well, how do you? This is what you're supposed to say. How would you say it? And then so I don't think there's a lot of butting heads, except for camera work. That's where I have a problem with, and that's with my.
That's between you and Kaiser.
That's a better question would be, how is it between your Blue Ranger and your Red Ranger? Because we're actually the ones filming it.
Yeah, him and his best friend are the ones that argue over how things should be done.
Yes.
As opposed to where I do the bare minimum of the editing. He does all the fancy stuff.
So I have a certain vision of how it needs to be shot, but my vision is very lenient. However, when there are some shots that I require, my cameraman has his vision, and I'm like, no, give me this. He's like, no, I want this.
This is fair. Yeah.
It's like watching Leonardo and Raphael.
Yes, but it all works out for the best.
Both of them, however, even if they butt heads, both of them is to better our episode, to better the Armored Rangers. So their hearts are in the same place. It's just the issues of, no, I want to film this way. No, it looks better this way.
Creative differences, basically.
Yes.
Yeah. But as a group, I'm gonna go on theirs. As a group, I think we work together really well. We have so much fun doing it. We're usually laughing, and we can communicate really well. And
what I love about our group is that most groups usually end within the year, and we've been together for like almost 3 years.
Well, 3.5.
Well,
before we even started,
2 years.
Yeah.
It's 2. Yeah.
So we have a
3 years.
really good connection between the group.
Yeah. And I just hope that we could stay together. Even if some of us have to leave, we'll still have that connection.
Yes, of course. Especially with the Rangers Live community, we all stick together, especially with Power More Fun. It's going to be awesome seeing you guys there as a team. Before we end our show, I would like to give a shout out to one person left a comment. If you guys want to know, if you guys haven't looked at the feed's comments on Facebook Live, Chris Katana Force says you guys are doing awesome. I don't know if those were the exact words, but he did comment up below on the feed. So, Chris, they love ya.
Chris.
Thank you.
Next time we go to a convention, next time they'll be like, it's those guys!
Morphicon.
Whoa.
Yes, you will be there, Chris Katana Force. And again, everybody that is on Facebook Live and YouTube, we thank you guys for watching Rangers Live Chat. Before we end our show, I would like our guests to say any special words or anything to their fans or anybody who hasn't seen you, where you guys can find the Armor Rangers and where they can watch you.
So I'll start off by saying where you could find us. You could find us on facebook.com/The Armored Rangers. You could find our direct YouTube episodes on youtube.com/wreckeddiehard. Wrecked as in you wrecked your car, and diehard like yippee-ki-yay. And if you guys want to give out your personal pages. My personal Facebook page is facebook.com/repdiehard.
Facebook.com/JuliaJCosplay, I think. Or you just look in Julia J Cosplay. I'm not sure if that's still a slash.
Facebook.com Riverside Ranger 22. I also have a YouTube channel that's named Riverside Ranger. And I'll see you guys at Morphicon. Remember, cosplay because you love it, not because people tell you to do it.
Do what you want. Do what you love.
Yeah. Do what you love.
And then those two.
What about you two?
My cosplay, my regular cosplay page is just a page, but you can just type in on Facebook, Riverside Spidey, because that's another cosplay I'm known for. These guys know it, because that's usually what I am.
He's Spider-Man.
Yep, he was Underoos when he went to watch Civil War.
Or I'm usually that Spider-Man people see with a rocket on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Well, I don't really have any page, just a Facebook page and a story page called Ninja League. I go by Ninja.
And when I meant by rocket on shoulder, I meant Rocket the Raccoon, not a rocket.
Yeah, not a rocket. Oh, yeah. Clarify that.
I don't want people to think it's a rocket launcher or something.
Yeah. The Rocket Raccoon from Galaxy.
You guys are doing an amazing job, so I like to say that. I love your guys' videos. So maybe one day we will get Rangers live chat on set while you guys are filming your one of your episodes.
That would be
Love to invite you.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, I'm thinking summer, like some weekends.
But it's not hot, right? You guys know California weather is sometimes last 2 days.
No promising.
Well,
you know Inland Empire weather. No promises.
Well, I mean, we
That's what. This is the price we pay for living in California. Scorching hot weather.
and plus, I mean, we some of us are used to cosplaying in the heat because.
Well, it's California.
It's
That's why.
California.
Yeah, sometimes we just.
We have to deal with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just deal with it, so don't worry about us.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, you guys. And again, from Rangers Live Chat, we thank you for joining us as our special guests. And if anybody who is still watching, we would like to mention that next week, June 12th, my team hasn't even heard this. We have a plan called Rangers Fan Mania, where we're going to reach out. If you guys want to be, if you are a fan or a viewer, reach out to us. We'll put the post if you want to be part of our Fan Mania live chat. So, thank you so much, Armor Rangers, for joining us here on Rangers Live Chat. And again, my name is Krishna. You guys say your byes.
Bye.
Thanks for having us.
Bye.
Thank you, guys. Have a good night. We'll talk to you guys later. Just 1 second.